Hello, good morning, or I'm sorry, good afternoon, and happy Sunday to you guys. I am over here cleaning up at the moment, and you guys know how I love to multitask. Too loud. Put it down just a little bit more because it might get maybe just a little too loud. Okay, I ain't gonna be that loud. So whenever you're getting spiritual work done through me, whether or not it is a reading or whether or not it is a video reading or spell work or whatever, you have to be patient because I am very busy. When you contact me, I have about 10 people ahead of you. But that lets you know how quality my work is, okay? So sometimes if you send me a request for a reading, or like, for example, with your rituals, guys, these rituals cannot be done instantly and at a blink of an eye. But when you pay for your work, you're covered. You don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the whole point. You had a spiritual problem. You knew what it was. You consulted with somebody that confirmed it, the exact same thing. And you had the money to pay for the work. So that means that once you pay for the work, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Anything else that you're doing outside of that is causing delays, bad energy, and problems. Any excessive worrying, I will pick up on it. Okay, that's not why you come to get magical spells and spiritual work done. Is for you to worry about it like a regular person. Once you paid for the work, go sit down. What's that on the phone? You are just constantly looking for food. Hold on. You want a bone, child? Interrupting me and stuff. Good Lord. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. My dog is looking for attention. If you don't move out of the way, Zelda, I cannot get it open with you up in my face like that. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. My dog, I think my dog has an eating disorder. So here's another thing that I don't want you guys to do. I don't want you guys to see me having something going on online and think that your work is not being done because of whatever I've got going on online. Nope, because you know what? I am a spiritualist and I'm doing work for you, but I am also a human being and I am a person. Okay? So, you know, you can't, don't ever feel like if you see me online, oh, she ain't doing the work she's supposed to be doing for me. Please don't bring that kind of negativity to me. I don't like it. Okay? Technically, I have the right to spend at least 8 to 10 hours per day relaxing or spending time with my family. And actually longer than that. I have to sleep for 8 hours. I sleep 8 hours a day. Okay? Sometimes I only get like 3 or 4, but you know, I can sleep quite a bit of time, right? So the one thing that I can tell you is that being that this is psychism and telepathy that we're thinking about, for example, this morning, the guy that I'm involved with, he must have thought me awake because all of a sudden I woke up and 2 minutes later, there he was on the messenger. So there's sometimes I want to turn my phone off at night and I'm going to start doing that. It's very, very difficult to do that though, because I'm usually, go sit down, because I'm usually doing something. Okay. So when you think about it, a human being has to spend some time to brush their teeth, to, you know, wash their hair, to, you know, and I'm in, a part of my spirituality involves taking baths. So sometimes I can be up in the bathtub for a couple of hours at a time, but that's not often. You know, I used to do that back in the day, back when I was really, really sick because I was smoking cigarettes. And I'm still trying to heal from smoking cigarettes. You guys want to know anything about smoking cessation? My spirits will help you quit cold turkey because that's what my spirits did. So if you guys need to contact me about that, you're more than welcome about stopping smoking. Now, I will tell you that I'm not going to do all the work for you because that nicotine demon and pharmakia is very powerful. So everybody that has gotten off of any kind of drug knows that you have to do the work yourself. So that's something that what I can do is I can do cleansings on you and I can remove the hex that led you to doing the drugs in the first place, because that was a hex. When you tried that drug for the first time and it made you feel so good, but then it messed you up. Okay. But anyway, going back to what I was talking about, you have to relax yourselves. You cannot be, first of all, you can't control the spirits either. You can't control my spirits. Let's say, for example, you have a reading scheduled at 2 p.m. Okay, and I do use a booking link for my readings, by the way, guys, so it's real convenient for you to schedule it whenever you want it. But let's say that something happens let's say I got you scheduled at 2 or 3 p.m. And let's say that for some reason, maybe it's involving my personal life, maybe it's not. Let's say for some reason I don't feel good and I have to postpone your reading for another hour. Okay, that happens sometimes, and a lot of times it's your spirits that's doing it. Okay, some of y'all that got these bad spirits on you, and when you contact me for a reading or when you have one, if there's any delays, that delay is not because of me. That delay is because of you. Because I was fine before you contacted me. And then all of a sudden, you know, when we connected, which is what I'm here for. Okay, that's what I'm here for, and I can handle it. Nobody's saying that I can't handle it. But I don't want I want people to understand how important it is for you to have faith and for you to be patient. Okay? You have to have faith and you have to be patient. Because I'm not going to give you your money back just because you got bad energy on you. And I'm not worried about somebody sending something with their money, because honey, what are we in business for here? Okay, so I ain't gonna never be like, oh, I'll just give you your money back and da 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 da. Yeah, I'm a sensitive, and you know what I usually do? I usually will contact you early. Like sometimes I'll just contact you out of the blue, or I'll say, hey, what's going on? Are you doing okay? How are you doing today? Because I can pick up on it when you guys are upset or when you're worried. For example, I just ordered everything that I need for the next couple of rituals that I got to do. Okay. I have yet to make contact with the client to let her know that I've ordered her stuff and that it's on its way. However, sometimes I can't do that. Now, if you want to contact me, that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. I'm not saying anything like that, but I'm not talking about what you're saying on the messenger. I'm talking about what's actually going on in your spirit, because I'm connected to you whenever we're going to do a reading. I'm connected to you. I can feel everything that you feel. And sometimes I can feel anger, resentment, hatred. Let me tell you something. If you're an impatient person, then your spirits led you to me so that you could learn to have more patience. Because when you're patient, you know what I mean? You're not upset. You're not having anxiety. You're not nauseous. You're not feeling like crap. Okay? So that's part of the reason why. And it does come from your mind. So before I do a reading for you, my spirits are already scanning you so that we'll know what we need to know for the reading. Please don't ever rush your reading. Don't ever, ever, ever rush your reading. Please don't do that. If you want to contact me and say, hey, did you get my order for whatever? That's fine. No, I'm not saying that. I do have an option with video readings where you can call in for a phone reading, or we can do a Skype reading, because my video readings take up to 7 days to be delivered. So if you want an immediate reading, my readings are typically done. My meetings are set up within 3 days unless the client requests otherwise. Okay. But just to let you guys know, I am always busy. I know that, you know, with some people, and it's not that you're doing it on purpose. It's not that you don't know that I'm busy. You guys know that I'm busy. You know how popular I am when it comes to doing readings and stuff. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when is when your spirit is not in a good place. And I'm telling you what to do while you're waiting on me. Okay. Go to the grocery store, get you some kava. All my people, I want you to get your pen and paper out. Okay, because I can pick up on y'all. I'm a mama. I can pick up on my own mother. I can't really pick up on my dad sometimes, but I can pick up on my mother because she's a woman. And I can pick up on you guys. About 90% of my clients are women. I do have a lot of males that come to me for court cases, but believe it or not, I get a lot of women coming to me for them court cases too. So, you know, I am currently working around my ritual schedule for my clients. But if you're not understanding that everything falls into its exact place perfectly, then that's something that maybe maybe that's something I'm meant to teach you. I want all of you to go out and get this tea. It's called Kava Kava. I'm not going to get on camera. This right here. Okay. Now they sell these at the pharmacy, guys. These Kava Kava pills for you to chew. It's called Kava Stress Relief. And it eases tension and promotes relaxation. So what I do is I either chew one of them chewable kavas. Okay, it's an herb. Kava is an herb. It might be a root. I have to look it up. Let me see what this is in here. It has kava extract, kava root extract, kara pod, Indian sarsaparilla, cinnamon, ginger, cardamom pod, and stevia leaf. So during the day, because my moon children are out there, and I can sense you guys experiencing certain things. And you guys know that I'm an empath, so I pick up on you. Okay, either the good one and the bad one, but right now what I'm picking up on is, you know, people that are waiting for work to be completed. I'm not behind or anything, but it's the readings that people are waiting for. And I'm, you know, if I'm going to be able to fit you into my reading schedule, into my ritual schedule, I just need for you to be patient, okay? Now, when you pay for your spell work, after we've done a consultation and you pay for your spell work, take a breath of relief and stop worrying. Once the work is done, once you've already done the work by paying for the work. Hold on, y'all. Can we take a break from that HVAC, please? Because it's just pushing dirt all in the air. That's all it's doing. We need to get a filter. Y'all going to the store today? We need to get a filter for this thing is what we need, because it's killing my allergies. It really is. And being in that office makes it worse because that thing is just blowing and pulling and sucking. That's why I turned it off yesterday. You know, it's healthy for you to turn off your HVAC for a few minutes a day. Instead of just keeping that stuff going, open up a window, let some air in. This house is way too stuffy. All right, y'all, I'm back. So during the day, what I want my moon children to do on certain days, especially those of you that are coming to get readings, relax until I get back to you, please. Okay, now like I was saying, whenever you pay for your work, that's what I was talking about. Whenever you pay for your work, you're covered. For example, if you pay for a cleanse, you don't have to worry. Now, I do know that there are a lot of you that them spirits is just, I mean, they are chomping down on you. Okay, I know they are. And if I sense that, I'll call you. Okay, you'll receive a call from me. Just answer the phone. I don't care what you're going through. But what I will tell you is that the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to get in the bathtub. Get in the bathtub. If you can't get in the bathtub, then you need to try to at least wash your head with water. I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. Try to drink some milk. Okay, this is, I'm telling you, coping skills. And I'll even put that in the title because I know what y'all be going through, especially those of you that have those generational hexes on you. And especially on Sunday. Today is a day where we've got people doing their rituals and stuff. We got folks in the church praying for everybody to die. So that's why you got that awful dreaded feeling, because they're waiting for the world to end, which it's not going to ever end. Sadly, we're going to always be here. So we might as well learn to live with each other, huh? I know it's a lot of y'all out there that are stuck between heaven and hell, and some of y'all are stuck in hell though. And it's gonna be okay, because when you do get your reading and when you do get your work, you're gonna say, "Oh my God, Jamila, I feel amazing." So I want you guys to envision already the positive changes that are gonna come about for you. Okay. And look forward to that. You don't have to see a picture of the work that I'm doing for you, even though I'm going to send it to you to let you know. And then I even record a video message for you. I'll either do the video message, depending on what you're getting done. Okay, it depends. And I like to do that because it helps me capture moments. And then some of y'all, I do the ritual partially on camera. So you're going to get exactly what you paid for, and you're going to be happy with it. You just have to be patient. Right now, those of you that are waiting for me to complete your rituals and stuff, some of you guys I'm getting done, because see, these rituals have to be done at the exact time that they're supposed to be. I can't just release energy out there just at any time of the day, unless it's protection and cleansing. Now, if you're going through something, contact me. Say, Jamila, I paid for my work and I feel like shit. You need to be on the phone calling me. Because guess what's happening? Your spirit, those negative spirits, they pissed. They mad at you. They mad at me. How dare you try to release this person from this bondage, Jamila? But that's why I work with the archangels. I work with Michael for protection and Raphael for healing and a lot of the other ones. I'll call all the angels. You can call all of them if you want to when times is really in desperate needs. So work with your spirits, call to yourself, call to your higher self. Because sometimes I'm not going to always be there when you at every exact moment, because I'm always helping somebody else. That's just like today. Let me just tell y'all what's on my schedule for today. I've got a class to do for somebody, I got a witchy course to do for somebody. Get my courses in witchcraft, guys. Start doing that. You can do that in addition to getting the spiritual work done. Okay, and I protect all of my clients. My spirits protect all of my clients. So anything you need, you covered. Don't worry. That's the one. Let me tell you something. Worry is killing people. People worrying about stuff is killing people. It's causing disease, heart attacks, strokes. It's causing a lot of problems. And, especially if you're worried about your health, there's a lot of you that have developed health problems due to hypochondria. Okay. So you guys need to contact me when stuff like that. If I can feel at least 2 of my clients going through something and you have not contacted me, why not? I can't tell sometimes which one it is. So if you're going through something, pick up that phone and say, hey, I need you and I'm going to be there. It's better for you to say, no, I need you, or I need you right now. I'm sorry, I need you right now. Okay. Remember in Rosemary's Baby, y'all know I'm goofy. Y'all know I'm goofy. Remember in Rosemary's Baby when she was dealing with the witches and they was doing some hellified black magic. You know, when you get pregnant by the devil, that's some hellified black magic, okay? And I know it's a fictional story, but still very relevant. It's fictional in our world, but it's real in spirit, okay? Remember when she went to Dr. Hill? She tried to, because she found out Dr. Saperstein was with the witches, and she was like, she called Dr. Hill. He was like, look, I'm tired. I got to go lay down. She was like, no, now. I need to see you now. And he was like, oh, okay. But then he ended up calling her husband, which really wasn't good. But, you know, so if you guys ever need me, just contact me. Just say how you're feeling. Even if you contact me and and you want your video reading immediately, tell me how you feel. Don't point the blame at me. Please don't ever do that. But just say, I'm feeling this, Jamila. I'm feeling that. Because without you telling me and communicating that to me, I won't know. Okay, so I'm not coming down on anybody. I'm telling you guys, and I know sometimes I do speak kind of firm, and I don't know why I do that sometimes. So if I ever come across as cross or upset, sometimes I do kind of get irritable because I'm dealing with a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I can handle it as long as my clients have faith and trust in me. And I told you guys this, like when we do a consultation and you pay for your reading, the work is already done. Okay, even though I do a ritual on it, the work is already done. And so you don't have to worry about it. Now, I am going to come up with a more uniform ritual schedule. Because, guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I haven't had a day off in 3 months. So that just shows you my dedication to witchcraft and being a spiritualist. I haven't had a day off in 3 months. I'm talking about 2 days off in a row where I just relax and kick back, because I've got so many telepaths. I'm telepathic. If you guys want to know which one of my spiritual gifts does me in more than the other ones, it's the telepathy, because I can hear people too fucking good. Excuse my language, but I can hear people too good, and so I am a telepath. And like, for example, if somebody needs me, I can hear them calling me, and sometimes I'll just call them. Like some of my long-term clients, they'll be sitting there. They'll be, and if I haven't gotten back with you yet on your ritual, please contact me. Please, because let me tell you what happens sometimes. Sometimes your spirits will do other work first prior to the ritual, because once the ritual is done, then that means that it's complete. Now, breaking hexes is very, very different from some other, because spell work is different. Okay, we use candles. I use candles over here for everything. Okay, as well as other stuff. I don't just light a candle, I use other things. Okay, we all do. But candles do different things. So whatever your intent is, that's just like right now I'm getting ready to light 3 white candles in my candelabra. And I'm getting ready to do a protection ritual for all of my clients, for my house, for my business. And then also I'm going to set my intent for today, because even though I haven't had a day off in 3 months, today is not a day off. And you know, probably the reason why I haven't had a day off in 3 months is because I enjoy what I do. So that's probably the reason why, you know, because, but I will tell you that evil kicked in big time in September of last year. I don't know what it was. It was a bunch of evil. Good Lord. There was so much evil getting just, and they was literally, they was trying to possess people last year, guys. They was doing a good job of possessing people too. They still be doing stuff like that. Possession is AKA mind control. So if you know how the mind works, then you probably would figure out how to control a mind, whether or not you were a scientist, a doctor, or a magician. And that's one thing that I don't do. I don't control nobody's mind. I don't believe in that. Now, the one thing that I can do is I can open up your eyes to certain things. If you want to open up your third eye safely, you can contact me. Okay, because it's a good or a bad way to open up your third eye. You have to, some of y'all have to be under the care. Hey, FC Entertainment, taking care of business and stuff. I am relaxed today. I am. I just had to come on here and talk to my peeps about all this stuff. All right, hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm making tea. So this Yogi Kava stress relief tea is really good, but you can also get loose herbs and just steep those, which is what I do all the time. Some of my favorites are passion flower. You can definitely drink sage tea. Be careful with that. What's some other teas that I do? I use lavender in my tea, ginger root, valerian root. Okay, a lot of our older people, in particular African American people, but not just African American people, all people. A lot of our people need to start doing more herbs. I encourage them highly. Even instead of like, okay, even if you like to relax with a nice glass of wine, you know, my spirit, they love alcohol too. But get you a nice warm cup of tea, and just make sure you take in those herbs. And you'll start to notice the difference in life. You'll start to notice, for example, I don't have high blood pressure, right, guys? Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. I don't have high blood pressure, guys. My blood pressure will fluctuate, though, depending on how upset I get. That's normal. Blood pressure is supposed to fluctuate. One of the reasons why I prefer to use herbs to doctor medication, and I'm not telling you to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. I am telling you what I did. Part of the reason why I did that is because I almost died taking blood pressure medicine. This was right after I had a miscarriage, so my blood pressure was, of course, up anyway. I begged the doctor's office. I never forget, it was a very nice nurse practitioner. And she told me, she said, Jamila, blood pressure is supposed to fluctuate. My blood pressure was probably like 130/90. I had just lost my auntie to a stroke. So I was extremely afraid of dying. Okay. And, but that's actually not the reality. Your blood pressure doesn't necessarily have to, you don't necessarily have to have high blood pressure. Like, I don't believe in that run through the family crap. I don't. So this is the reason why I prefer that to that. Now, I understand that in a very high stress world, if you live a stressful lifestyle, then I can imagine that you would need blood pressure medicine. But the blood pressure medicines, the reason why I don't like them is because it stops another process. And I don't feel comfortable with the other process that it's stopping. So this is, but anyway, right after I had my miscarriage, I basically forced them to put me on a very, very low dose of, I can't remember the name of it. I'm so sorry, but it's one of those that's safe for pregnant women to take. Okay. They give it to women that are pregnant or either trying to conceive. It was one of those. Guys, when I tell you that stuff almost killed me, it dropped my blood pressure down too low, even that lowest dosage of it. So I'm very sensitive to medication, and I was taking it, thinking nothing of it. But then all of a sudden, black spots. I started seeing black spots. So the blood pressure medication that my hypochondriac self told them to give to me at the doctor damn near killed me. And I looked it up, and it's actually a side effect of that particular medication. So the black spots that would appear before my eyes, I would open up my eyes and I wouldn't be able to see. While I was taking that medicine, I woke up blind like several days in a row taking that medicine, and my vision would have to come back into focus. So I was like, whoa. And I actually talked about it on my channel too. I was vlogging back then. And I said, this blood pressure medicine almost killed me. And I told the doctor what happened. They told, of course, if your blood pressure medicine gives you that kind of side effect, I would suggest not taking it, because after all, it is just a preventative medicine. It's a preventative medicine that you're putting in your body. So, and I think that everybody takes that information, they process it, and they automatically become scared. They think, I'm going to die if I don't do that. And that is actually something that I don't agree with, but I'm not going to get deep off into it. I'm not. You guys can come to me on an individual basis, because I feel as though it is an individual thing. Everything is not going to be for everybody. Okay, if you are somebody and your blood pressure goes up to 200 or over 100, and you scared that you're going to die, then do what you got to do. But I'm just telling you what I have faith in. And so that's the reason why, I don't worry about my blood pressure. I think I was in my 30s and I didn't have high blood pressure. My doctor was like, you don't have high blood pressure. I said, well, they said that it ran in my family. They said, well, you must be one of the lucky ones. So I was given a clean bill of health. And sometimes when you're dealing with a generational curse, those spirits want you too. The spirits that's causing all these weird health problems and stuff. Watch out. So what I can see a lot of families doing is, when they see somebody that's in good health, they start to try to do things to try to mess up their health. And that's when you got to get the herbs. Them herbs are going to be the best preventative that you can use. And, yesterday I had people thumbs down and, my discussion or whatever. If you don't like the content over here, you can always unsub. Okay. You can always unsub if you don't like the content. If you don't agree with something that I've said or done, then, and I'm not saying that you have to agree with me. I'm not even saying that. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Go sit down, child. Don't ever go. Some of this dry dog food, I'll sit your tail down. Turn that down. That's how you get them. Okay, guys, I am back. So the good news is that whenever you pay for your work, the work is done. You've done what you're supposed to do. Now the only thing that you need to do is take you a nice, I tell everybody, no matter what work I'm doing for you, I don't care if it's money work, hex removal, cleanse, reversal. Okay, and some of y'all may even send you some extra stuff to go with it, but it just depends on what the ritual calls for, because there's all sorts of reversal baths and different soaps that you can use for different purposes, in particular if you've had black magic used on you, because black magic can create health problems. Absolutely. Okay, black magic can cause health problems. And another thing, if you tell your body that you're going to have a heart attack or a stroke, or if you tell your body that it's going to get sick, then your body's going to get sick. Okay. And so health and wellness actually starts in your mind. It doesn't start with what you eat. Of course, your mind is going to depend on what you eat, but you've got to have balance. I've seen people in different villages and they survive off of nothing but fat, and they don't get fat and obese. The problem is not the food. The problem is the artificial food and the artificial food. That's the problem. And then people stressing each other out, going around arguing all the time. Now, arguing and stressing yourself out, like, I don't want to hear, if you're somebody that argues every single day, but then you'll say, but high blood pressure runs in my family. I'm just gonna look at you and be like, right. Okay, are you sure about that? Because maybe if you would take the time to relax, kick back, and stop doing all that stressful stuff that's leading to the stress, because stress kills. That's the one thing, that's what's creating the problems. Unfortunately, in our society, there are some of us that people tend to like to stress out a little bit more than others. And so that's when you have to, take control over your own energy. You can't sit up there and be, all upset, ears burning and stuff. You're going to give yourself a heart attack. Let me tell y'all something. I think that a lot of sudden deaths come from people being scared to death because you don't know how to interpret that spiritual energy. What's up, Carol? Because you don't know how to interpret those spirits and what you're seeing, because there's a lot of people that are seeing more. And I've noticed that I'm starting to see spirits more. Okay, which is not scary at all. My third eye is not finishing opening. And so sometimes it can take years for your third eye to be completely open. Okay. And, there's a lot of people out there doing work on people, trying to mess with people's third eye. I want to mess with her heart chakra. I want to induce vomiting. I want to do, it's just, and, and I've had my suspicions on whether or not it's the medical community that's doing that too. So don't think I'm asleep on that. And I ask for protection from all of that. I sure do. Okay. Because, you know, there is nothing worse than, you know, having a fear of something and you manifesting it based upon your fear. Why are they coming out? Oh, that's why y'all coming out of here. No, you can't do, not today. Sorry, baby. No. Get off the thing. Sorry, honey. Get back under there. Get back in there. Y'all can't come out right now. You gotta clean out that back room for y'all go back there. Blip, blip, blip. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Cut it out. And you probably did that. I think Zelda knocked that thing over to try to get them out. Stop. So, yeah, I am always busy. Before I do any rituals, before I sit down and do readings, I make sure that my house is cleaned up, which is why pretty soon I'm going to be getting somebody to do some housekeeping around the house for some extra help. So if I'm busy finishing up something else for another client, then, you know, sometimes, but like I said, when you are looking for a live reading or like a phone read, if you are wanting your wrap thee, hold on guys, wrap thee with cotton and bind thee with love, protection from pain, surrounds like a glove. May the brightest of blessings surround thee this night, for thou art cared for, healing thoughts sent in flight. Nice. Got my candelabra lit, y'all. Oh, that felt good. So I'm never ignoring you. Don't ever think that I'm ignoring you. Don't ever think that I'm not thinking about you. Don't ever think that your stuff is not being taken care of. So I just wanted to come and reassure you, especially when you guys pay for these rituals. Most of the time, what happens is when you pay for that work, my spirits have already paralyzed all those bad spirits that are stopping you from achieving. Okay. So, you know, there's a lot of people that, and you know what, here's another thing. So a lot of you are probably thinking, well, if the work isn't done, then what about people that take your money and don't do the work? That's those people. Your work is always done for me. So I can't speak for no other practitioner. Every single ritual that I have been given to do, I've done it. Every single case, I've done every single case. You know, and I am that busy to where probably about 2 or 3 times a week, I'm getting a shipment in for. Hold on. Zelda did it. Zelda keeps flipping it around so that they can get out. That's why they keep doing that. No, sorry, y'all are doing too much today. I don't care. Hey. Looking at me, Zelda don't have the audacity to give me the dang on side eye. Oily. That might be that kava root in there. So yeah, I hope that you guys feel a lot better with that, you know, especially those of you that, because now, first of all, I usually get my rituals done within 1 moon cycle. Every now and then I'll have some work that will just wipe me out. Which is kind of the reason why, if you're getting very, very expensive work done, you know, sometimes I will, you know, take like the whole month off for that client. And so that hasn't really, well, that has happened a few times. And You know, it was more so like a 3-week type of get down. Yeah, and it ain't no food or anything in there. So she's just, it's something up with Zelda when she do that. My dog has some kind of eating disorder. My dog will eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. She will sit and eat herself to death. So I don't know what is up with that. I've never seen a dog do that before. Now I heard that dogs will do that, but I've never seen one that's done that. You know, constantly hunting for food, and I think it's because they didn't. I think she has some kind of mental thing when it comes to food. You know, because I think that the place that I got her from, they wasn't really feeding her often enough. And probably not giving her enough affection, which is why I take the puppies out and I play with them a lot. But we got to get this house cleaned up and stuff. So, and I got things to do around the house. And then later on, I got stuff to do. But guys, there's sometimes like I'll have you guys waiting for a video reading, and I'll be getting a day. I'll be getting two or 3 days. I'll be getting 2 days off, and you pay for your video reading. And I allowed myself up to 7 days in my schedule to return video readings, because let me tell you guys something about video readings. Usually people that get video readings have a lot of stuff going on. These are usually the people that have a lot of stuff going on, especially if they get like an hour video reading. They usually have a lot of stuff going on, and you know, that's one of the reasons why they got the video reading, because they did not want, you know, to, they didn't want to, they were kind of nervous about contacting me directly. Okay. Or either talking on the phone directly. So, you know, whenever that happens, like whenever you feel like, oh my God, I can't wait for my reading any longer, and you can't pick up the phone, or like, and you don't want to talk, then I'm going to instantly know that something's going on with you. And it don't necessarily mean that it's bad. It don't necessarily mean that you're a bad person. So that's not what I'm saying. But I can instantly tell that something is going on in your spirit. Okay. So for that, I don't need the cards, but to look at exactly what it is, I still need the cards. No, she didn't. She's sitting right here. So yeah. So that is the good news about when you pay for your ritual, because I don't always have the candles in stock. So and then I'm, you know, even when I do have the candles in stock, unless it's some kind of emergency protection, which put that ball. He had the nerve to growl too. Who do you think you are, little man? Oh, you're the girl. Mom. Hey. You don't need to run around my house. Put that little gate and then put that ball. Put the what? That gate. You see that gate right by your plate? This is really not working anymore. Oh my God, I need help. It's falling. Okay. Yeah, man. There you go. They look mad. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go because I didn't want to be here that long. Y'all have a happy Sunday. I am going to be trying to put some readings up like tomorrow, but I'm kind of backed up with work, and like I told you guys, you know, I'm taking like it's not a break from YouTube. I never said I was taking a break from YouTube. I said I was taking a break from uploading the free readings. That's what I said, because to be honest with you, people appreciate them, but they're not terribly necessary for me to run my business. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Go sit down. Go sit down, you little crazy doggy. Go. You cannot have it. Nope, you can't. Nope. Because you got it out the trash. Nope. No more eating out the trash. I'm going to reprimand you every time I see you near some trash. Go sit down. Okay? Go sit down. Go sit down now. I'm not playing with you. Go sit down. Get out of her butt and go sit down. Dogs are just like children. I'm telling you, you got to train them or else they're going to be wild as hell. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later. If you guys need me, the link is below. I am booked for today. Go sit down. I am booked up for today. But I do have openings coming up for next week. Okay. So I'll see y'all later. Have a wonderful day. I got to go attend to the dogs and get some stuff done. Okay. Love and light.